Here's sort of a status report. This is Thursday. I just got home from the old Phartz lunch, Phartz. It was a huge group. We had 10 people there today. I was thinking maybe 3 or 4 or 5, and we had 10 guys there today. It was a great group, a very eclectic group, shall we say. A lot of interesting stories. It is, in fact, about 1:40, going 1:45, 1:40 or so in the afternoon. I'm not sure if I'm going to work on the bikes or not. I have a full garage. I have this beautiful 74 Norton 850. It's been in the shop before. I put this Alton starter on it. I'd have to look at the records, but probably a year or so ago. And the guy rides the heck out of this bike. And he said he might have an oil leak out of the head gasket. And when I looked at it really closely, I noticed that there is oil here on these fins down here. And there's oil, like you can see it at below the head level, like so. So I'm going to start this bike and let it run for a while. I will put the fan on, but I'm not seeing any oil up here from the places where it might leak, such as the rocker shafts or rocker covers or anything like that. I just don't see it. This is just road dirt, I believe. So nothing to explain oil coming out down here between the head and the cylinders. Let's just see if we can get this in here. Huh. I don't see a lot of it now. Huh. Interesting. It's not sloppy wet. I mean, seriously, that's just road dirt. I've seen these tachometer drives leak. There's a O-ring modification for those, and a seal modification for those. That is loose. I mean, it could blow oil out of there that would get all over the engine. So it's a little bit loose. You can see it wiggling. I also have seen what appears to be head gasket leaks actually be fork oil. It comes out of here just like that and blows back on the bike. Now that's more oil than I got off the engine right here. I think that I might examine these forks and see if we've got any oil that might be blowing back on the engine. I've seen that before. Yeah. You think you have an engine leak and it's actually fork oil. Oh, look at this side. The cover's up in the air. Huh, we do that. But it's actually dry. Huh. I don't see it. I don't see it happening. I'll be darned. Okay, this oil leaks are one of the toughest things to diagnose and isolate and locate. Fixing them is reasonably straightforward. You take things apart, you put things back together, and that solves that problem. Huh, I'll push this down. So that's this guy's objective right now, is to find out where the oil's coming from. And I said smoke because he said last time he ran it, he got some smoke out of the exhaust. So we'll see what it's doing. May end up lifting the head off, you just never know. Okay, just now, about, half an hour ago, right after lunch, this beauty came in. I think it's a 67 TR6, and it is just cute as a bug. And need to get this in running. Hadn't been running a long time, so we'll try to get it running. I'm hoping it's a carb clean and check over. It's got an ignition system in it, electronic. So it's just lovely. It was built by a fellow here in Phoenix who either retired or moved away, but he's not around anymore. Anyway, I've got to go ahead to do some work on the gold bike. I call it gold, or the guys call it brown. I think it's gold. Bronze. Anyway, we've got to go ahead to do some work on that. So the first thing we have to do is get this over to the machinist to get a battery platform built to put a battery up inside this. This is hollow, up inside here, because it wants an electric starter on it. So everything on this bike is predicated on getting a battery installed, and that's predicated on getting a battery support built for inside this tail section. So that's going to be high on my list. Yellow bike is sitting here ready to go. It'll be picked up next week. Gentleman's out of town right now, but that one's complete and will be ready to go. Fred is sitting here with his top end off, waiting for the valves that I ordered. And once I get the valves in and get that head over there ready for the machinist, then I have to find a machinist. And I don't know why my camera isn't zooming anymore. I don't know. It's just not doing anything, just sitting here being stupid. Okay. There, wet my fingertips. So the head's just sitting over there waiting for valves to come in and show up. Once I get that put back together, then I'll be able to put Fred's engine back together again and try another start. So that's sort of a general status report. These two are mine. I took the covers off just for a show and tell yesterday, and I will put the covers back on. I need to sell these two bikes, but I'll only sell them as a pair. So we'll see what happens. That's what's happening here on Griswold Road. It's a full house, and I guess I got to get to work. All right, later.